Hello everyone, we are going to see the wet etching equipment hardware for the etching process. This is the chemical station. The style is a multi-open type base style machine. The equipment structure just like this. This is the foot or pad cassette loader. Put the cassette here, and then it separates cassette and the subject. The cassette go along, transfer and clean. If you have the additional equipment to clean the cassette, then auto unloader and the subject go by himself to this chemical and water tank. First, the tank is the base. We call it the robot on clean. We use the robot to transfer the subjects batch by batch. One batch, 25 pieces of subject, maybe 2 or 3 batch. We use the huge robot to carry so many pieces of subject. Maybe one time 25 pieces or 50 pieces or more. The huge robot to carry the subject to the chemical base. Then the robot polluted by the chemical, and then the robot need to go back here to get the DI water, super pure water, to clean it. And there is a 3 chemical bags here. We can fill with many different kind of chemical according the process. And the robot carry the subject, for example, to the base 1 chemical and finish its process under the process time and the process temperature. Then the robot to carry out the subject to the DI water rings, super pure water rings, to wash the chemical out. And then maybe the wafer go to the second chemical base, then out to do the DI water rings again to wash out the chemical, and then go to the third chemical base, and then go to the DI water rings again to wash out the chemical. Then go to the final DI water rings to do the final DI water clean. And there is a gauge to measure the water if it is clean. If the water is not clean, the analyzer will call alarm to warn us these wafers are not so clean. You need to go back to clean again. After this process completely, we go to the subject dryer to dry the subject. Then we go to the unloader. The unloader Let's make subject and cassette combine together and roll out to the next station. This is like a car bus chemical station, very huge one equipment. Subject gets more clean and the edge result more effective without cassette cover. So we let the substrate and the cassette separate, because only substrate in the chemical can get more clean result and edge result, more effective without cassette cover outside. And the robot gets pollution from the chemical bath, so we need the robot on clean bath. We usually use the spray pressured DI water to clean it. The subject go to the DI water rinse bath after chemical bath to wash out the chemical. If the subject to the chemical 1 bath to do the process, then if the subject don't take the DI water rinse clean, it direct to the chemical 2. The chemical 2 will be polluted by chemical 1. It's not allowed. So every time the subject go out from the chemical bath, it needs to go to the DI water rinse to clean it, to wash out the chemical residue, to avoid polluted the next chemical bath. Process completely, subject go to the final rinse, test the clean. Just as I said, there is a analyzer gauge to show if the subject still polluted, still dirty, still gets some chemical on its surface. This gauge will alarm and show you need to let the subject to DI water rinse to wash out again to complete its wash out clean. Use the dryer to dry subject here. And the hazard note is very dangerous. Huge robot injury human, and chemical injury, and so on. Some chemical will hurt human body immediately or let the body to get sick after some times. And the huge robot, very big, can injure human body, especially it has a very powerful arm, and if you don't care about it, you will be touched and crushed by it with your body. Okay, that's all. See you next time.